Do I smell my mom's ham? What? Alright, so this is all about post-Thanksgiving detox. Pretty soon this will also be applicable to post-Christmas detox or New Year's or any other holiday. This would easily be applicable. And if you've seen any of my other videos, I've been basically doing a detox for pretty much the entire year. And it all started because I found out I had a parasite problem. You could check out my Coffee Talk Coffee Enemas playlist to learn more about that, or my parasites playlist and see how I've been eliminating these little things and how terrible they are and how much better I feel. But anyways, so after Thanksgiving detox, there's a couple of things that I've done. I'm really into hydrogen peroxide therapy right now, which basically means I fill the bathtub with water. I put Epsom salts in the bottom, like a cup or two maybe, and I sit and relax in there for a couple minutes, and then I toss in a 32 ounce of 3% hydrogen peroxide and soak for at least an hour. So that's been mainly a go-to for me. I've also been taking herbal supplements that fit that category. I'll show you this one that I recently got that also fits that description. Here we go. So this is a very simple, very basic. This is like the least you could probably do. It's a 3-day cleanse from Renew Life. I have liked this. This is very simple. On the back side of the pop packet, it says morning dose, and then the second one says evening dose, and it's 3 days. It can help with regularity if that was a problem, say because you consume tons of dairy and dairy binds you up, or tons of meat and meat binds you up, or XYZ, you fill it in. You would know why better than I would. And so Renew Life and a lot of people don't actually suggest only a 3-day cleanse. I was just at a training and they talked about the difficulties of the request for a 3-day cleanse. And for me personally, I understand a lot of people work rigorous schedules and it's very hard to do a detox that if they're going to feel the detox symptoms to be on the job. So then 3 days, normally people have a 3-day weekend. Not everybody, especially not today anymore. But anyways, so ingredient wise, this is good. I like that they have a lot of different herbs in here that I'm a fan of. Burdock, milk thistle, turmeric, red clover, all kinds of great effects from each one of these different ones. And then the Cape Aloe and the type 2 and then the cleansing blend. Triphala is definitely one of my favorites. It literally means 3 fruit from Ayurveda, I believe. Well, I know it's from Ayurveda, and I'm pretty sure, yes, it does mean 3 fruit. So this was really good, and of course you always want to make sure that you're drinking plenty of water while you're doing these detoxes, because if you don't have the water, then you're just going to have this stuff sitting around inside of you, or you could end up having breakouts. That's one way that your body will just find the shortest path to eliminating things as possible. So in general, the longer people cleanse, the better they're going to feel, especially with your typical American or typical other people, simply because it's not a normal part of life and we're kind of programmed, and there's a lot of people out there who think it's bullshit, but to each their own. If you think it's BS, you probably don't belong here. So anyways, these detoxes I've noticed can help increase my bowel movements. Like I already said, they can help you recover energy. They could help you, like for me, I've been on keto, and if you notice my voice is a little bit different, that's because I overdid and binged on delicious pies my mom made. And it was basically the first time I was home for Thanksgiving in a decade. So I went totally off keto, and it's taking a toll on me. I got a little sick, and now I'm just working my way back into keto. Other good things that I've really done is focused on drinking herbal teas that also help with digestion, supporting immune health. I've actually been using these Twinnings tea because my mom actually bought some for me. One of them's called Renew, the other one's called Support. Those are pretty good. I'm not a big fan that they have natural flavors, but there's really no excuse. I don't have any other excuse. Anyways, the detox that I really just wanted to share was that I was in the bathtub doing the hydrogen peroxide therapy, and I could smell my mom's ham extracting and coming out of my pores and stuff. So that was kind of mind-blowing to me, but it was also very relieving that I was getting rid of these things and I could smell them come out before they were like putrefied and stuff. So I'd say that's the best time to detox before it becomes a problem, because a lot of people will end up having putrefied meats and things in their digestive system that some of them will never get out. And if you wait longer, it can be harder. So this is just a real encouraging statement that after you maybe binge like I did, it would be a great idea to support your digestive health and your other internal organs with different supplements of that nature. Other things that I have been doing is selenium. I've probably been doing around 400 to 500 micrograms of selenium, and I've used Eidons, E-I-D-O-N, or Edens. I don't know. I've heard people pronounce it so many ways. I don't care how people pronounce things. As long as I know what you're talking about, I can help you. The most natural way that you could probably get selenium, which tons of problems occur when we're deficient in selenium. It's another mineral that our body needs and is probably the biggest leader or precursor out there to other diseases and health issues that we end up facing. But anyways, as I was saying, Brazil nuts. If you consume 5 to 10 Brazil nuts a day, you would probably get a therapeutic dose, and it's probably safer just to eat 10 Brazil nuts to arrive at that desired amount of selenium. So, yeah, it's not that difficult. Maybe it's not your favorite. I found that once I was on a ketogenic diet, the more I ate Brazil nuts, the more I enjoyed them. And they're very delicious now because they're actually a very fatty nut. Macadamia and Brazil nuts are some of the fattiest nuts, and those would be my favorite. And, there's variation in every Brazil nut as to whether or not they have selenium, depending on where it was grown, the soil it was grown in, the conditions of the year, et cetera, et cetera. But I would definitely say that is worth a try. I've also been taking Chunca, which is another favorite of mine. I got that from Whole World Botanicals. It really helps with your liver, gallbladder, and kidney function. It can support those healthily, and I actually noticed while doing these cleanses that I passed a lot more liver stones, which if you've seen any of my graphic videos, I've passed liver stones by the thousands, I've passed gallstones by the hundreds, and I never knew I had problems with either one of those. I also noticed while after Thanksgiving, I was doing acupressure on my liver gallbladder area. And after consuming a lot of the stuff that I did, meats, I didn't go too far off the deep end considering what all was offered at the Thanksgiving table. But anyways, I noticed my liver was inflamed, like engorged, because my liver was sitting here like, oh my gosh, we don't usually have this much stuff in our body. Let's get this stuff out of here. And so it collected a lot of stuff that's not normally circulating in my system and stored it. So the acupressure, Dr. Eric Berg has a video about that. I really highly suggest everybody does that on a regular basis. I gently do acupressure on not only myself, but my children. And I can always notice that their attitudes are better. They're less aggressive. They're happier. They giggle. They actually giggle a lot when I do that on them, when I use the acupressure on their liver gallbladder area. And then the other thing I was going to say about that was, yes, I said they're less aggressive. Dark circles under their eyes greatly reduce quickly the more regular I can be with that. So that is an amazing benefit. If you have dark circles under your eyes, it may be a sign that your liver gallbladder is also full of junk, that it could use some detox, or it could also point to kidneys. I've heard both. I think traditional Chinese medicine says one thing and then Ayurveda says the other concerning those organs. It's like that's what dark circles end up meaning. I mean, I fought with it for years on how to eliminate dark circles, and I also found out it was related to my parasitic load as well. So as soon as I started eliminating parasites and destroying those things, I quickly saw recovery of color and blood flow under my eyes. Other things that I've done to increase blood flow in those things and help reduce dark circles is just the topical application of coconut oil, that's really helped me, because coconut oil, when you apply it to your legs, your feet, your eyes, your hands, your arms, it's really healthy for your skin. It's one of the best foods out there. Numerous benefits. Dr. Bruce Fife is a local guy here. He's a naturopathic doctor, and he travels the world talking about the health benefits of coconut. And he's got the Coconut Research Institute.org, I think, but he's also written like hundreds of books on coconut and its benefits. So definitely look into those things. Oil pulling would be another great thing. But anyways, guys, overall, I'm going to end it here and just encourage you guys to look into detox and things that would support your health after the holidays. So stay healthy, guys. Thanks so much for watching.